Ladies, I am here tonight on the show. And tonight we're going to talk about the freaking Jesus. Man, I can't believe this game, man. Freaking Cowboys destroy the freaking Tampa Bay 31 to 14. Holy cow, man. I think this game will start off very defensively, but then the Cowboys drove on the field in the middle of the first quarter, and Dalton Schultz for the touchdown. And then after that, man, they go into the second quarter. It's 6-0, and Tampa's driving. They're like, it looks like they're going to answer back, right? And the freaking Tom Brady, for the first time since 2019, throws a freaking red zone interception. And from there, man, it just went downhill for the freaking Buccaneers, man. It seemed like they can never recover from that. It seemed like Cowboys really got motivated by that. They drove down the field and scored another touchdown. I believe they went for it on fourth and goal. Freaking Dak Prescott rolling out and scoring a touchdown with his feet. Dak Prescott was moving around today. Like, this is probably the best we've seen him probably since that 3 years, right? Since he had that freaking terrible ankle injury. He looked pretty good tonight. I think he rushed for like over 25 yards. Looking pretty damn good. Had that rushing touchdown. Everybody surprised him. And then after that, it went downhill, man, 12-0. Then another one with Dalton Schultz. They freaking went into the halftime 18-0. They continued the freaking third quarter. Another touchdown with Michael Gallup, 24-0. The freaking kicker kept messing. I think he missed 4 out of the 5 extra points. Jesus Christ. What the hell's going on with that kicker, Brett Maher? Jesus Christ. Remember a few years ago, same thing happened with Dan Bailey, remember? He was pretty automatic, and then towards the end of the season, he just fell off. Same thing seems to possibly be happening here with Brett Maher. Great the whole season, very automatic, and now here in the freaking playoffs, missed freaking 4 extra points tonight. I don't know what the hell's going on with that. If they need Brett Maher to kick a game-winning field goal in the San Francisco game, they're going to be very nervous, man. Let's see that might affect the way they coach the game, especially down the stretch on when they play San Francisco next week, man. Something to keep an eye on, man. Then they finally, Julio Jones at the end of the third quarter finally gets a touchdown to put Tampa Bay on the board. They go for the 2-point conversion. They can't get it. Then CeeDee Lamb, he gets a freaking CeeDee Lamb wide open. Again, Mike McCarthy showing some balls. Well, not really, but I was impressed. Not really, but they were up by freaking 24-6. But I was like surprised. But again, it was probably because of Brett Maher, right? It was fourth down, and they went for it. And freaking CeeDee Lamb wide open for the fucking touchdown, man. By this time, I think Tampa Bay was just freaking mentally out of it. But I'm Brett Maher. I guess I can give him some confidence. Freaking getting a touchdown on fourth down twice. They scored 2 touchdowns tonight on fourth down. And both times pretty easily. The first time, Dak Prescott very easily walked in the end zone, and the second time, same thing, wide open pass to CeeDee Lamb. He pretty much walked in the end zone too. So that's good for their confidence. So both times on fourth down, they got touchdowns. And then, at the end there, towards the end, Cameron Bray gets another touchdown for the freaking Buccaneers. Go to put a 2-point conversion with Mike Evans. They get it, man. Final score being 31-14. Dallas wins it, man. Very impressive here with the way they did. Again, I thought that in that second quarter when Tom Brady threw that red zone interception, it was 6-0. I thought that just sunk all the air out of Tampa Bay and really gave the Cowboys a huge momentum. And it seemed like they never looked back after that. That seemed to be even at 31-14 game, but that kind of seemed to be the turning point in this game. That freaking red zone interception by Tom Brady when it was 6-0. But anyways, man, Cowboys win it 31-14, man. Let's look at some stats here. Prescott, 25 for 33 throwing, 305 yards, 4 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. He also ran for 27 yards. Excuse me, I beg your pardon. He ran for 24 yards and a touchdown. So great game for Prescott. 4 touchdowns on the air, 1 on the ground, 305 yards throwing and 24 run. So great game for Prescott, man. Pretty much said, Daniel Jones, I see you, dude. Pretty much try to outdo freaking Daniel Jones. Maybe they'll see each other in the freaking NFC Championship game. Who would have thought that going into the season about a potential Cowboys-Giants NFC Championship game? Holy cow. Anyways, man, Tony Pollard, 77 yards. Ezekiel Elliott, 27 yards. There's a team that ran for 128. Dalton Schultz led the way, 7 catches, 95 yards, 2 touchdowns. CeeDee Lamb, 4 catches, 68 yards, 1 touchdown. Michael Gallup, 5 catches, 45 yards, 1 touchdown. And that's about it. So those are pretty much their big three, right? CeeDee Lamb, Dalton Schultz, and Michael Gallup. They all got touchdowns. For the freaking Buccaneers, Tom Brady, man, 66 throws, completed 35 of those, 351 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Of course, 351 yards, but it took 66 throws. Running game, 52 yards as a team. Rashid White led the way with 41 yards. Chris Godwin led the way with 10 catches, 85 yards. Julio Jones, 7 catches, 74 yards, 1 touchdown. Mike Evans, 6 catches, 74 yards. The touchdown. Cameron Brate with a touchdown. But yeah, man, I don't know what happened this year with Mike Evans and Tom Brady, man. Their chemistry was off this year. I think he had 6 completions tonight, but man, he threw them the ball like 10 times, and a lot of them they were just the miscommunication. Like Mike Evans was not running the right routes. I don't know what happened, man. Because for example, he completed 10 out of the 13 times he threw to Chris Godwin. He completed 7 out of the 11 he threw to Julio Jones, especially that diving touchdown in the third quarter. But with freaking Mike Evans is pretty like 6 out of 11. Like half of those throws were not completed, and a lot of it was because Mike Evans was not running the right routes. Who knows, Mike Evans? Something maybe happened between Mike Evans and Tom Brady. It is amazing, man. How much they missed Antonio Brown and Rob Gronkowski, man. I knew they were going to miss them, but boy, did they miss them a lot, man. Especially, I think, Rob Gronkowski, right? He really missed them. Yeah, Mike Evans, they were very shaky the whole season. The other two, Chris Godwin and Julio Jones, in and out of the lineup with injuries. So it's not a good combination, man. You're missing your 2 favorite targets, Antonio Brown and Rob Gronkowski. You lose them. You don't have them this year. And then 2 out of your other top 3 targets in Chris Godwin and Julio Jones were in and out of the whole in and out of the damn lineup the whole year due to injuries. And then Mike Evans, your only good wide receiver left. It seems like they just had a miscommunication problem the whole year. It seemed like. Did it continue tonight? Possibly Tom Brady's final game in Tampa Bay. We'll see what he decides to do. He needs an offensive line. He needs a running game. He needs a defense. He had no running game this year with the freaking Buccaneers, man. No freaking running game. The pass protection wasn't very good either. That's got to be his one or more priority, right? Offensive line, and then hopefully a running game after that comes along with a good offensive line, and then at least a top 10, top 15 defense. And then he probably does need at least 2, 3 maybe at least 2 Pro Bowler receivers, because I don't know, man. I mean, the guy's starting to push, midway 40s up to 50. He definitely, like I said, definitely needs an offensive line, a running game, at least a top 10, top 15 defense, and might need a few Pro Bowl receivers. I don't know, man. We'll see what Tom Brady decides to do. But anyways, until next time, I'm gonna like it light.
What the hell's happening?